Good afternoon, welcome to my channel. My name's Berenice and they call me Belle for short. That stops the complications. And before I show this video, I'm going to show my postage stamp, the different one, because I put a little 10 minute video on. Thank you so much. I'm 999. I'm just going to refresh the page, see if it's 1,000. So yeah, I've got 60 subscribers for that, over 60. So I really appreciate it. And I'm glad you like my films. So one of the comments was a lady would like to, I presume a lady, would like to see the postage stamp. No, start again. She thought, can you put all the squares together? Yes, she said, most certainly can. I was going to do that before I'd just done the 16 and then put the little frames around it, the little borders. But then I thought I'm going to make one because I saw one on, on the web and some show or something. Not I go shows on YouTube, and I thought I've got to make this, So here it is. I will put a photo up of it laying on the floor actually because it's not quilted, but there it is. It's that wide and that wide. There's about 2,500 squares in there, I think, I'm going to call it megabyte because of how many kilobytes and bits in kilobytes and how many bytes in megabytes, and it's all to do with multiples of 8, and this is what this is really, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, when you're putting it all together. So, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. So I've had to order red, got black in the brain, red backing of some kind, and I'm going to quilt it. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. I might do sort of lines, not in the ditch, no, because none of them are square, meeting each other. Well, they are, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to do off squares sort of thing, like a geriatric. I nearly said geriatric. I know I am. Geometric. That's the word. Geometric kind of design. I saw a friend of mine do it. Instead of straight lines, she curved the line slightly, and it was very Art Nouveau, is it? Art Deco, something like that. It well educated me. So slightly down. But then she'd do 2 lines maybe, and then go another one through it, and it really was good, I loved it. But I have to mark it for that, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. But we'll get there. But anyway, that's the quilt for... I haven't got YouTube up for the lady that asked about it. Yes, you most certainly can. As I said, that's what it's about, just spreading the colours. See, there's 2 reds together, the same red, but because the little bit of spacing doesn't matter, and I know I've got a lot of some, you know what I mean. I've got a blue and white stripe here. See that one there? I had very few of them, so I did try to space them out a bit. So, them kind of things. It's not overthinking. Anyway, so that's the end of this section, and I should get on to put together the film that I originally going to show you. Okay, again, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, notifications, especially the subscriptions. Yeah, it does great things for my old heart, like. My old ticket doesn't work too good, but I'm okay, that's the main thing. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Berenice and they call me Belle for short. I'm saying morning, it is morning, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm having trouble sleeping. I have a bit of restless legs, so I thought I'd start a new quilt. And I got a free pattern off the web. And this is it here. So it looks pretty simple, but we'll have a go at that. And I've got this, it's a jelly roll quilt plus a bit extra. But I've had these polka dot ones for quite a few, 3, 4, 5 years maybe. And all different sorts of colours. I think there's 2 of each. There's some reds and some blues and some browns. so I'm going to make them out of that. But in the middle part, I'll go around side, but in the middle part there, I'm going to use this Atlas de France, French General Champac. I bought it for my birthday. Somebody bought it for my birthday. They bought it a few weeks ago. My birthday was a couple of days ago there. This is now Sunday morning, 2 o'clock. Birthday was on Thursday. So I'm going to put that in the middle. I think it'll work. It's got a piece of white round it, as you can see, look. It's got some white fabric round. And I've found some white here. Dropping everything on the floor. So the first thing we're going to do is sew 2 strips together the whole width of the jelly roll. Okay, so should we get sewing? So I've already made a little start of this. I'm ducking down now. Start of this, and then I thought I'll film it, but I had to go and get dressed because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So let's get my pedal in the right place, and that's all it is. Make sure it's okay. The first 2 colours are green and yellow. Let's make sure I'm not wandering here. Those 2 strips together. What we're going to do is put another 2 strips together and sew them to this. Then it's going to be 2.5 inch wide. Okay. So what colours do we want next to go with this? Thought for choice. I'm rattling. I've lost my finger bob to do it with. See, there's another yellow and green. We have blue. I'm actually going to pull out the pattern here. I'm dithering. I'm going over to put a blue at the top. I could do that. And a lighter blue here. Yeah. 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't know what colours to use. It's confusion. Right, so I went from that end, so I'm going to go from this end. Let's cut that bit off. I usually do it with a rotary cutter, but I'm wondering whether to just, I think I'll just sew these 2 together, that's what I'll do. That's what we'll do. I don't know, because it was a bit of a contrast. I'm going to use this. Spark for choice here, that's what it is. Spark for choice. I'm going to put them 2 together. That's what I'm going to do. Put you over there. Got it in real time, haven't you? Dear me. Done a good job with this, haven't I? Here we go. threads all round the foot. Not going well, is it? Not going well. Here we go. So we're getting the strips together. Instructions, it's not very good. So it's four colours together and 6. Now in the instructions it will tell you how many to do of each, because it does say, you know, put one of these with this, but it's a mix and match, so it'll be fine. And now we're going to cut them this way into 2.5. I'm going to press it and then cut it, and I'll show you a bit of film about that. Yeah, I'm not very good with instructions, I must admit, but they are there. Right, let's get into the pressing and cutting bit. There's my row of 6, and here's my row of 4. I'm going to do the 4 first. So, lining up like that. The first one, they're 2.5 inches wide, the same as these strips are. And I always do it this straight, this edge will never be straight, so we line it up just over the 2.5 on the ruler, and the lines will end up on the joins of this, on the seams, so you're nice and straight. Take your time cutting. I'll sometimes whip through and go wobbly, and then I'll put it back on that bit because I've got an edge that's not, I know that's not straight. I'll put it there, and there's 2 short edges, these short ones to each block, and 2 of the 6 are the longer ones. So I'm just going to make sure that line is 2.5, and these grid lines are on the seams as well. So it's nice and straight. I think we'll get 15, what did I say, 16 out of the strip. So that's 8 blocks, but I need 20 blocks if I wanted to do it the whole size. I don't know if it's going to be a bit big for me. I've forgotten the measurements. I will give you the measurements of the finished quilt, because I have to quilt it myself, and I don't like them too, you know, double bed size hanging over the edge. So keep that on there to stop it slipping. I have got weights, so your fabric doesn't stutter in here. I have got weights to stop your fabric slipping off the table, but I don't know where they are. I don't use them often, so I'll manage this way. They're lovely ornaments, so we just do this. And the same for the 6 strips. Now I should do the same for this one. I'll get my bigger ruler out. Two and a half on the lines. Like that. Okay, so I should get on with this. See, I put 16 on there, on that bunch, but I would double check I've got 16 on there. Right, let's get on with this, Bill. Spend an hour starting to cutting polka dots. I've got this white and white, tone and tone fabric, and it is directional, so I've got to be careful with this. Sorry, shadow of my camera there. And I've cut them into 2 1/4 strips. Again, they'll be on the instructions that are the link I'll leave below. It is a free pattern, and it's 5 inches. So again, that raw edge there won't be straight. So I'll cut it there. I'll get 2 out of this, well, 4 altogether. And I need 40 of them if I'm doing the 20. I've only cut enough for 16 blocks at the moment. About 5 inches. 2 1/4, it seems funny, but that's what it says. Why isn't it 2 1/2? No idea. I'll be mad if I cut all these and it's not right. 5 inches. So that's 4. I should carry on doing this. There's some shorter ones, 5 inch, but these are 8 1/2. I cut these last night. I cut them 2 1/2, thinking everything was 2 1/2. But it's not, it's 2 1/4, so I've wasted a bit of fabric there, but it is what it is. So 2 1/4 by 8 1/2. We need 40. If we're doing the 20 blocks, we need 40 of each size. So how we're going to put this together is the 5 inch charm pack, 2 smaller ones of the border, the 2 longer ones. Mine's directional, so I had to cut them directional. Then the 4s, 2 4s that side, and the 6s there. That's how we're going to put this block together. It ends up at 12 inches. So there's one block on the board that I've just done. And I'm going to sew this block together instead of doing chain piecing. So we've got a centre charm pack square. I'm looking for my thing for my wrist. So I've got to make sure these are the right way, because there is a right and wrong way for this white, tone and tone. I'm still worrying it was cut 2 1/4 this white. Yeah, Sunday afternoon. So, the first section on. I'm just going to finger press that. I'm looking for my sleeve. What have I done with it? You should put it on the table here. I have no idea. Right, okay. Again, I've got to keep remembering there's a right and wrong side to this. I'm still looking for my cover for my bracelet. So there's 2 there. Right, let's pray now. Perfect. Panic over, I think. I'm going to stop a minute while I find my bracelet thing. Okay, I found a pink one. That'll do. How long have I been saying I'm going to get a B? Still haven't got it. Right. So, make sure I've got the right side. I have. It says they're directional, so I had to make sure these were going up a way. And this is facing the same way. I did cut one the wrong way. Lucky I had a bit of fabric. Right. Get this bit done. Here. Inch, I think, finished block. I don't use blocks, do blocks like this big, and it's not scrappy either, is it? I'm just going to finger press that. I'm going to do the bottom one. Make sure I've got the right side. Got to keep remembering. I know I'm going to make a mistake. That's life, as they say. That's life. Because I've got nails now, the due a new colour. I'm trying to think, pink, a lighter pink I think, next time, but glittery, glittery. So, that's that bit done. Now, we put the short bits on for, oh, let me double check, yeah, we do. Put the short bits on first, that fits perfect. That's what I was panicking about. So we'll do this one first. Make sure I look straight. Quite easy lot really, isn't it? Not too complicated. I'll finger press that. And we'll do the other side. See, that's why I made 2 bundles of different 4 strips. On there. Meet the bottom. I really was panicking about 4 1/4 inch. I'm no good at maths. Somebody said you can download a calculator. I wanted to do on point and get the triangles measurements. Oh, yeah. Somebody tell me, I'll be all right. Second side on. Let's hold it up for you. Now top and bottom. Excuse me, just had some lunch. Let's make sure this fits. Hunky dory. Hunky dory. Now this jelly roll I've had for years. Quite a few years. I would say at least 5 years. Yeah. So I'm going to match the seam there, butt up against each other, just to make sure it's nice and crisp there. You go slowly over there, because I'm going to match this one down here and this one. Actually, I'm going to fold this seam the other way so it's butting. When they're butting, it's so much better. Make sure I'm there. Because even if I lined that up, if the both seams are going the same way and you butt it up there, it still can move, kind of thing. So it's worth that bit there. I don't know what it'd be like when I put the well, it's sashing in between anyway, so I won't have to worry about matching up with others. Yeah, that's okay. I'm thinking at the top of my head here. Thinking ahead. Yeah, I had no idea what to do with this jelly roll. It was unravelled because I looked at it and opened it. That's the top. Now the bottom. Just different colours again. See, I've got a purple in that corner there, so I don't want that there. Put it the other way. So, again, butt them seams together. You can't beat a crisp edge when you butt them nice together. And again, I hold them. You can pin it if you're pretty new to joining seams. But don't go over it with your sewing needle. Take it out before you get there. But I've done a few, so I know. So again, before I go any further of lining that up, I'm going to make sure this seam where it joins here is lined up. Because it stretches a wee bit, it's fabric, it's not wood, as I say, or metal work, where you have to be absolutely spot on. I'm going to take my time here because I'm going to line up this one. It's nice in the corner. I'm still holding on to that, but dear life, that seam. And there we go. You can take a bit slower when you get to that, because sometimes at the end of a row you can sometimes wobble, it goes a bit thinner or thicker. I've done that millions of times. So we just finger press that open and one block. Wow. Yeah, it's I like in your face anyway, don't I? Top of my head's missing. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? I didn't know if these fabrics will work. It's I forgot what it's called now, but somebody bought it for my birthday. Bought it a couple of months ago actually. We were at a sale of fabrics. Yeah, so I should put different colours in. Might even put a cream in. Let's have a look. Should we try some sort of creamy one? Yeah, see, it works, doesn't it? I thought, oh, it's such a difference between a polka dot. Anyway, I should do some more of these. So here are some of the blocks I put together. Technically that should have cream sashing in between like this, but I'm going to run out of this. I might put black in between, but it's just to show you some of the finished blocks.